Howdy folks, what we have here is a 7-inch high definition FPV screen with dual diversity antennas. This is the RX LCD5812 from gearbest.com. Have a look in the description for the purchase link. Thanks Gearbest, this is a great screen. It has 40 channel receiver. It doesn't have a DVR built in, which would be nice, but this is a really nice screen without that anyway. The resolution is 1024 by 600 pixels, which gives a really nice sharp image. And it has a built-in 2-cell LiPo battery, 1900 milliamp hours I think, something like that. It can be recharged, or you can power it externally with a 2-cell, 3-cell or 4-cell battery. It also has this built-in sunshade, which acts as a protector as well when you're not using it, which is a great idea. You can just throw it in your bag and the screen is protected by the sunshade. But that sunshade works really well. Now the connectors, we have AV in and AV out, HDMI in, a USB port for firmware upgrades and a charging port as well. And the controls on the front, we have manual channel selection and group selection. We have an auto scan button, we have menu, source selections, so you can choose the external source plugged in, or I think you can choose either of the antennas. I'll have to check that, I'm not too sure at this stage. You've got a charging light down here, it's red when it's charging, blue when it's fully charged. On the back we have the removable battery, that is removable somehow, oh there we go. Hold the switch and slide it out, but you can charge it externally as well, which is a great feature. Now I've never used a screen style FPV setup, so I'm looking forward to trying that, and what I think it'll be great for is just tuning into other people's channels and going for a ride along out at the field. Alright, so let's have a look at the menu structure. Turn it on by holding the power button down, start up screen, and I'll push the menu button, and alright, so let's have a look at what we have. So if we push the group button we can go side to side. That's the picture menu, channels, there's look like software update there as well, on-screen display language, other stuff that I don't really understand, sound is speakers in there as well. But picture mode is what we're most interested in, so let's have a look at that. Contrast, brightness, colour and sharpness, that's good. Aspect ratio, that's one that we're going to change frequently. 4:3, 16:9, zoom 1, zoom 2 and panorama. You can use whatever you want to get the full screen or the whatever desired aspect ratio you want. So you have quite a few choices. Now going through some of the accessories that come with the screen, you get a nice you get a nice screen cleaning cloth, charger cable, AV in and AV out, or just 2 AV cables, very nice. USB, micro USB to normal USB adapter, and the external battery cable, and the sunshade that is removable. Now I'll show you some practical examples of the different uses for this camera. So I've got my Mobius here. I'm going to connect the Mobius directly to the screen as an AV input. So I've got my the supplied AV cable, goes to AV in. Turn the Mobius on. Mobius is on, and then I choose the source. So that's antenna A, antenna B, and there's the AV. And there you can see the Mobius is feeding straight into the screen. So next, say my battery has run out at the field. We'll simulate that by removing it. Battery's gone. Using the alternate power source, you can just plug in a 2-cell, 3-cell or 4-cell battery, and it should power up. There we go. No problems with running out of power. And now I'll use it as it's meant to be used, which is an FPV receiver and screen. So I'll just plug my little board camera and transmitter in there, change the source, whoops, I'll search for the channel. There it is. Now that's stretched at the moment, so I would like to change the aspect ratio to 4:3. There we go. Now we're in the right aspect ratio and we're doing FPV as it was designed, with a beautiful, bright, sharp image. And now I'm going to use the screen to change the settings on the run cam. Now I need to change the source to AV in, which is that now. Turn the run cam on. There's the run cam. Okay, memory's full, that's alright. And there's the run cam menu in all its glory. Very cool, very useful screen.
The little Toro's about the same size as that.
I'll search for the channel.
I might have to get the motor off that.
There we go, we're on. Ready to go.
That camera's so much better than that other PRS forever. Yeah, I got the NCA2. It's 200 milliwatt. Switchable from 25 to 200. It's got no case.
So that's the RX LCD5812 40 channel 7-inch high definition LCD screen from gearbest.com. Purchase link is in the description, and thanks for watching. Something I tend to forget about is that our FPV systems are really just portable security camera setups, and I'm often waiting for deliveries out the front of the house there and working right down the back in the shed. I've just set up my little FPV camera here with a battery and a transmitter, and I take my screen, so here I am in the workshop, and I've just set my little screen up on a tripod here so I can get on with turning my XUAV1 into a slope soarer.